Today we're talking about one of the bigger questions buyers face when looking at a second home in the mountains. Should I use a HELOC or should I cash out investments? There is no perfect answer for everyone. The right move depends on your tax situation, interest rates, investment portfolio, income, risk tolerance, and how much cash you want left after closing. A HELOC or home equity line of credit lets you borrow against the equity in your primary home. The advantage is that you may not have to sell stocks, gold, silver, or other investments. You preserve your portfolio, avoid triggering an immediate taxable sale, and keep more flexibility if your investments are positioned for long-term growth. The downside is obvious. You are adding debt. You now have another payment, and that payment may be variable. If rates move up, the cost of that money can move up too. You are also tying the second home purchase back to your primary residence, which is not something to take lightly. Cashing out investments is different. If you sell stocks, mutual funds, gold, silver, or other assets, you may be able to reduce or avoid debt. That can make the second home feel easier to own. No extra payment, no variable rate HELOC, and maybe a cleaner offer if you're buying with more cash. But selling investments has its own cost. If those assets have gone up in value, you may owe taxes. If you sell during a down market, you may be locking in losses. If the investments continue to rise after you sell, you may give up future growth. So the real question is not which one is cheaper today. The better question is which choice leaves you stronger 5 years from now. If you use a HELOC and keep your investments, you need to be confident you can comfortably carry the payment even if rates, income, or expenses change. Mountain properties are not free to own. You still have taxes, insurance, utilities, propane, road dues, snow removal, maintenance, repairs, furniture, and travel. If you cash out investments, you need to know the tax hit before you do it. A lot of buyers look at the account balance and forget that not all of that money may be usable after taxes. $1 sitting in a brokerage account, $1 in an IRA, and $1 in gold or silver may all have different tax consequences when converted to cash. That is why the cleanest answer usually starts with a simple worksheet. First, what is the total cash needed to buy the property? Include the down payment, closing costs, inspections, appraisal, title fees, insurance, and immediate repairs. Second, what will the property cost to own for the first year? Include taxes, insurance, utilities, HOA or road dues, snow removal, propane, maintenance, furnishings, and a repair reserve. Third, how much cash do you want left after closing? The goal should not be to barely buy the property. The goal should be to comfortably own it. Fourth, what is the real cost of each funding source? With a HELOC, that means the interest rate, payment, variable rate risk, and the fact that your primary home is collateral. With investments, that means taxes, lost future growth, and the effect on your overall portfolio. Here's where I would be cautious. Do not use every available dollar to buy the second home. Whether you use a HELOC or sell investments, keep reserves. Mountain properties can surprise you. A roof, deck, furnace, septic system, driveway, well, or insurance issue can turn a fun purchase into a stressful one fast. A HELOC may make sense when you have strong income, plenty of equity, a clear payoff plan, and you do not want to disturb investments. It may also make sense if selling investments would create a major tax bill. Cashing out investments may make sense when you want lower monthly obligations, you have appreciated assets you are ready to rebalance anyway, or you want to make a stronger cash-heavy offer. But neither option should be decided based only on what feels easiest today. Before moving money, talk with your CPA, lender, and financial advisor. Ask the CPA what taxes may be triggered. Ask the lender how the funds need to be documented. Ask your advisor what selling those assets does to your long-term plan. Then talk with a local broker about the property itself. In the mountains, the financing strategy matters, but so do access. Water, septic, insurance, road maintenance, condition, and resale value. The best second home purchase is not just the one you can afford to buy, it is the one you can afford to own, enjoy, maintain, and eventually sell without putting pressure on the rest of your financial life. So when comparing a HELOC against cashing out investments, do not ask only, where can I get the money? Ask, what does this money cost me? What risk am I taking? What flexibility am I giving up? And will I still be comfortable after closing? That is how smart buyers make better second home decisions. If you have questions about buying land or mountain property in Park County, reach out anytime. Every property is different and the details matter. Access, utilities, HOA rules, Financing and future use can all affect whether a property is the right fit. I'm Kevin Copeland with Jefferson Real Estate. We've been helping buyers and sellers in Park County for decades, and we'd be happy to help you understand your options. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to subscribe for more Park County real estate tips.